Hi, Tarot Rebels. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Michaela from Tarot Rebel, and today I'm going to present you a walkthrough of this gorgeous deck. I hope you can see it in all its splendor and glory. I'm going to move this aside, and the reason why I got this deck, and I'm really painfully aware of the fact that everyone has presented this in some shape and form. This deck has been out for ages, I think 2017 if I'm not mistaken, but I've been eyeing it for such a long time, and somehow it gave me that vibe of a warm hug, and it's a very weird feeling, but I always wanted to get this deck. This deck is the 7th edition of the Sasuraibito Tarot by Stasia Burnington, and I hope I didn't butcher that in any way. And as I said, this deck has been on the market for quite some time now. This is the 7th edition, obviously, and somehow I kept going back and forth in deciding if I should buy this deck or not. And I saw on Lisa's channel, I think, I'm gonna insert a link, that she posted an anti-haul or something, and one of the reasons she didn't get one of the decks was because of this. And that's when I had the epiphany of I don't care, I'm just gonna get it, I'm just gonna buy it for me as well. And I went on the Little Red Tarot shop, which is a very common place for tarot decks in the UK. It's a small business owned by a lovely person, and I'm gonna insert here, around here somewhere, the how well they pack the decks, and how nice the package is when it arrives to you, and the goodie bags that are in there as well. Well, the idea for this deck was, I've been eyeing it for such a long time, and now the 7th edition has on the website, on the Little Red Tarot shop, it has a disclaimer because this is a misprint of some sorts. Basically, one of the cards is missing and another one is duplicated. So they've included a separate card, and it comes. This is the message. Why the extra card? This printing of the deck has a misprint where there are 2 5 of Cups and no 5 of Wands. So please take the time to remove one of the duplicate cards and replace it with this 5 of Wands. Thank you so much for your support. You are now the owner of a collectible misprint deck. Happy seeking, Stasia. So this, I already replaced the misprint card. However, I was super surprised because 5 of Wands is one of my stalker cards, and I somehow associate it with my mom. It's a personal story, so I'm not going to share more than that. So this is the duplicate 5 of Cups, and these are the backings. They're actually standard cards, and you will see how the new card is visibly different from the others. I only replaced the card and that's it. I kept the deck as it is for this video only. So once you open it, you see the box is a standard box, and it has the name, the author, and some golden lettering. I don't know what they mean. I don't want to assume anything. Maybe I should have done the my homework before that, but I didn't. So this is the box. Oh, and the box, this is the back of the box, and on the sides it has lost, lust, lore, and love. And the back is similar to the card backings. It's a really nice sturdy box. You can see the quality of it, and I really like it. it's gonna keep my cards well, I hope. And these are the cards themselves. They are gilded, and obviously it comes with a guidebook that I didn't have time to go through. But because it doesn't have any additional cards, I would assume that it's safe to use on the first try. So now back to the replacement card. As you can see it, I hope you can. I'm trying to show you. This is where the Five of Wands is, because it's a tad smaller. Based on the website, it's 1 millimeter shorter than the other cards, and there's also a difference in color. It's not as intense, as you can see. This is a more faded look of the card, and this is a very intense Four of Wands. I honestly love this this quirkiness of the deck, and as I said, I associate the card with my mother, and obviously it's gonna hold a really nice place in my heart just because of that, and because I always wanted this deck. You can see it's quite a fat deck, if I'm allowed to say that. And for those of you who haven't seen any images of it, lots of nudity, so I'm gonna do my best and maybe blur some of them out. Sorry, I'm just trying to arrange this. And for comparison reasons, I have here my trusted Centennial Reader Smith-Waite edition. It's a tad slimmer, and for comparisons, they're almost the same, as you can see. Maybe the Centennial is a bit larger, but not by much, as you can see. Okay, I'm gonna move these to the side, and I'm gonna do the walkthrough and share my comments. This is the Fool. I like the Fool as an old person. It speaks about the spirit of the card, not necessarily about the standard definition of the Fool, if you like, because usually the Fool is depicted as this young person, full of life, full of energy. But this reminds me of the fact that you can still be careless and carefree and exciting regardless of your age, right? Next we have the Magician. It doesn't show all the four suits in this card, but at the same time it kind of showcases the skill and the mastery that the Magician represents, and I really enjoy it. The Empress. Oh, the moon is here, and the owl, this symbol of wisdom, is with her. I enjoy it. As I said, this is the High Priestess. I was thinking of the Empress because I knew that she's a bit naked, so I'm using my fingers to prevent you from seeing this. And the Emperor, very business, very straight to the point. The Hierophant, interesting approach. No one to follow him, no one to ask him for advice. However, the religious symbols are still there, and it looks like it's a mix of things like Christianity and some other stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not religious, so I don't know all of them. The Lovers, very raw and very, very direct. The Chariot, interesting horse. I like the helmet. possibly as a reminder that if you're rushing into things constantly, you need to look out after yourself, right? Protect yourself. The Strength card, very childlike, and with the heart, reminds me of taking care of your own feelings. But I don't see the infinity symbol. The Hermit, it's a very loud depiction of the Hermit. I like it. The Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, the Hangman. See, this is what I think of when I think of about the when I think of the Hangman. It's the smile is there, the relaxed energy of it. I like it. The Death card, very dry in a very beautiful way. The Temperance, interesting. The Devil, it's probably one of my least favorite cards, and I don't know why. It kind of looks like Lucifer. I've never watched that TV show, but I've seen obviously memes and pictures online, and it kind of reminds me of that. And also the purple background reminds me of the Devil in the Mariel, which is one of my favorite decks. The Tower, the Star, interesting. It's like like the Milky Way and an astronaut. The Moon, very different from the standard depiction of the card, and I would say the pillars, the stones are the tears streaming down her face. The Sun, this is actually one of the most accurate depiction of the Sun card in my own book, because I never connect with this card, and this represents exactly how I feel. It's too bright, it's too powerful, it's too overbearing. The Judgment, interesting. The World card, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, quite pippish, I would say. I don't mind it. Some people do, but I'm just saying, if you are into more more descriptive cards, I don't think this might be up your alley. The Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands. This is very reminiscent of the Rider-Waite, where the five people are actually crossing their wands and pretend fighting. The Six of Wands, gorgeous. The Seven of Wands, that's interesting, using one of the wands as the body here. The Eight of Wands, this makes sense, because for the longest of time I had trouble connecting with this card and understanding it really, but this way of showing the Eight of Wands, I like it. The Nine of Wands, ooh, see, like the bone being held together by this wand, nice. The Ten of Wands, very sad energy with this card, but obviously that's the intention. The Page of Wands, cute energy, and I like the red hair. The Knight of Wands, very flirty. How you doing? The Queen of Wands, interesting. She has a cool toned hair, and she has the infinity symbol. She has her cat. Let's see if the king has the lizard. I don't think I see it. No, no lizard, but they make a really nice couple for the suit of wands. The Ace of Cups. I like the green, kind of reminds me of life, the beginning of life. This is a gorgeous Two of Wands. I love it. And it's the Two of Cups, sorry, and the message is clear. The Three of Cups, again, beautiful energy. The Four of Cups, X as in rejecting, like no, and her hair wrapping around her throat. It's like not being able to speak your mind, to say no fully, so you're accepting things that you don't want, kind of like that. The Five of Cups, which we've seen before. The Six of Cups, interesting, having the flowers growing out of his body. The Seven of Cups, the snake is here, yeah, nice. The Eight of Cups. I really like this depiction, even though it doesn't have any cups in it. It's just like letting go of something, moving on from a different reality, from a situation that doesn't serve you anymore. Okay, the Nine of Cups, gorgeous. The Ten of Cups. This Page of Cups, very playful. And with the key, the message, the key to its heart, I'm not sure if you can see it, yeah. The Knight of Cups, very romantic and introverted and poetic. The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, they are both gorgeous. Look at them nurturing their emotions and being in touch with their inner world. I like this. Okay, nice. The Ace of Swords. The Two of Swords. This is a very painful card, the Three of Swords. The Four of Swords. See, some of these are not so pippish, which is odd, but I guess. Five of Swords. The Six of Swords. I like this. I like this. Moving on, rising above the pain. Seven of Swords. Sorry, Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Interesting, because this usually the Ten of Swords is facing down, and the swords are stabbing the person in the back, whereas here it's like confronting your pain. I really like this. Oh, cute Page of Swords with the eyes and getting ready to confront everything. And the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Kind of like a Rorschach test. Okay. The Queen and her Knight. Wow. Don't they speak wise, and like they look very wise and very distant and very idealistic. Gorgeous Ace of Pentacles. I like it. So abundant and so calm and so nurturing. I like it. The Two of Pentacles with oranges for juggling, balancing. The Three of Pentacles. Again, see, the hands, they imply contribution and collaboration, but otherwise it would be very pippish. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, which has someone in it. The Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. That's a weird, in a very good way, that's a weird depiction of this give and take concept. I like this. And also reminiscing of so above and as above, so below. The Seven of Pentacles with the bloom and the flowers. The Eight of Pentacles, look at him studying. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, wow, such balance and unity. The Page of Pentacles. The Knight. The Queen and her King. It's interesting because the Queen, yes, she's very reminiscent of the standard concept of the card, but the King is very much different. Is like just a figure in the distance overseeing everything. It speaks volumes about the power of this card. Okay, let's try and shuffle. I haven't shuffled this yet, so I don't know how that card will compare to the others. Oh, sorry, I messed up my... Okay, doesn't shuffle too bad. I'm just a bit clumsy now. But I think it shuffles wonderfully. Let's see. Oh, this is gorgeous. And the cards, although they look like they're very thick, they're not. And they're not too bendy when they're together. Okay, King of Swords. It's a gorgeous feeling. Shuffles beautifully. Let's see, what did we pick? See, I didn't shuffle them too well, but I do think the cardstock is amazing. The artwork is gorgeous, and let's see, do we have any? I'm curious to see if we have any. Oh, look, a bit about the author. Stacia Burrington lives and works in I think somewhere in Seattle. And you can write to her if you want. The history. Inspired loosely by the Rider-Waite deck, contemporary living in the Pacific Northwest and Japanese and Buddhist ideas. The Japanese word Sasuraibito most closely translates to wanderer. Okay. I don't think it has 7th printing, 2020. Cut the deck, 3-card spread. And that's it. It doesn't have any particular spreads attached to it, but you can use it as you would do with the normal deck. And I hope you like it. All in all, I'm super happy with this purchase. I think it's going to be an amazing addition to my collection, and I really like the vibrant colors. I really like the gilding. I like the backs. I like the book. I like how it shuffles, and I think it will be a great addition to my inner work decks. This will be my second one, actually, because I usually use the Mariel Tarot, and I'm gonna use this one as well, especially given the fact that the Five of Wands was the misprint card. As I said, it's a very special card for me, and I really like seeing it. I think that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this short walkthrough. I tried to keep it as short as possible, and this will be a staple in my collection from now on. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can leave a comment, a like, share, subscribe, whatever you feel comfortable doing so. And if you want to contact me, my contact details are in the description box down below. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.